Power 104.3 presents
The world's famous Cheetah's Hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cheaters Hotel with Candace K and Double J in the morning.
You're listening to Cheetah's Hotel.
Hi, Sierra.
Hi.
We got your email about Max. What's going on with Max?
So, like a lot of marriages, when you hit around the 10-year mark, things aren't as affectionate, shall I say, as they once were.
Are you talking about, like, hey, good morning, honey, how are you? Or are you talking more like doing the horizontal mambo in bed, or both?
Yeah, so I'm talking about being intimate with one another.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't really know what to do about it, and I decided that maybe we should see a therapist, because it didn't matter what I did. If I dressed up in lingerie or whatever, or made pass at him, 9 times out of 10, he was not that interested.
Hey, maybe just because after 10 years, the flame starts to fizzle a little bit.
That's what I thought. So I thought maybe a therapist could help us rekindle that flame.
Okay.
And my husband agreed, which I thought was really cool.
That's good.
So I was excited. He was excited. And we had our first session 2 months ago.
Okay.
And right off the bat, in our first session, I noticed that our therapist was taking his side of things when I would bring up issues, and making me feel like I was wrong, basically. And I thought therapists were supposed to remain neutral, so I did more research. And then I noticed a couple weeks in that they would laugh together at things that they thought were funny that I didn't think were funny. So then I got this complex that I was a problem somehow. And I started to feel like a third wheel at my own therapy appointments with my husband by the beginning of the second month.
But wait a second. Hold on. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Did they know each other?
No, that's the thing. It's as if they became really chummy while I was there to have a professional service.
But Sierra, you realize, like, I'm going to call a spade a spade. You realize how this makes you sound, right? Like, because she's a therapist. Like, you realize you sound
I'm glad
a little
you picked up on
crazy.
That is yes, I do sound crazy, and her being a woman also made me feel uncomfortable. She's younger than I am. She's very fit. She has the proclivity to wear very low-cut shirts.
All right, could we not use college words? Could we just...
Third grade
you
words
need to
for
dumb
Double
that
J.
down for me. Her boobs are hanging out.
Yeah. Every time she leans over to laugh, or one of our last sessions recently, she laughed and leaned over and touched my husband's thigh.
Oh, no.
His eyes were like laser, right? His eyes were like lasers to her breasts, and I'm sitting here thinking, do I need to get my own therapist to help me deal with my marriage therapy?
You need a boxing instructor to just knock her out.
Hold on, stop it. Candace is egging you on this. I'm not going to egg you on. I will. First off, do you realize how insane you sound right now?
I don't think she sounds that insane.
Are you crazy? I see a therapist every week, okay? My therapist has... Okay, I'll say it. My therapist has nice breasts. She's always wearing little tiny mini skirts, partially why I go and see her so many times a week, right? But at the same time, I know if she reached over and laughed when I said something and touched me, I'm gonna go, she's hot, but she's not hitting on me because she's a professional. She's a therapist.
So you're telling me your therapist does that? Like, she reaches over and touches and wears low cut. Okay, and are you married?
No, he's not.
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Thank you. All right. See, I think this is really interesting perspective, because you're a guy.
Yeah.
You think I'm crazy. And
Right.
Candace, you're a woman, and you're actually sort of seeing my side of things.
Yeah, I don't think you're that crazy for emailing us about this.
Listen, I will make you a deal, okay?
What?
I will buy you dinner.
Oh, gosh.
No, I don't mean this as like I'm hitting on her.
You're
Where
right.
Where do you
Sure,
want to go? You
Double
want to go to
J.
Mina's Fish House? You want to go to Brilliant Ox? You tell me, signature, I will pay for the dinner if your man is cheating. I will call it now. You are crazy.
You don't think...
You are making this, and I don't mean to attack you. I'm just saying, I think it's all in your head.
Sierra, be ready to pick the most expensive thing on their menu.
Please, let me...
Oh, I'm getting a lobster.
Well,
I'm getting a
and steak.
lobster. Listen, Double J,
Yeah.
there's one thing I left out that I need to tell you.
Okay.
So the last 2 weeks they started texting each other.
Well, he's got to set up new
with your-
appointments. All right, I
Oh,
might have to
stop
buy
it.
dinner. Okay, first off,
I mean-
it is completely unprofessional and insane if a therapist is doing anything, which is why I think that, and again, I don't mean to be mean when I say this, but I kind of think it's in your head. I think you might be a little...
I don't think so.
I just think after 10 years, your husband may not be as interested, and that sucks. Like, that is sad. Like, that sucks, and I hope that you guys can rework it. But I'm telling you now, there is no way that a professional woman, a therapist, is going to be that audacious and that disrespectful to do that.
I wouldn't put it past people.
She's a therapist.
I know.
Therapists wear low-cut stuff. It's what they do to keep the guys interested in therapy.
Oh my gosh.
Double J.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate your empathy on the fact that our marriage has gone a little stale, and I also appreciate you think I might be crazy because I question my own sanity many times. Pretty much every time we walk out of the therapy session, my head's spinning. Like, I just feel like my blood goes cold, because I feel so excluded from my own therapy session, and I really do feel like one time I timed them for 10 minutes. The two of them just chatted about their week while I was waiting for us to start therapy and just waiting for anyone to acknowledge that I was in the room. But, okay, maybe it's in my head, but let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with my husband for 10 years. 9 of those years, we've both had smartphones. And he's now set his phone so that texts don't come up. It just says 2 text messages. That's the recent thing this week.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, what, Candace? Why are you trying to make it out like the guy's cheating?
Because, especially if a guy changes his notifications to hide what the message is
Normally,
saying.
I would say yes, but she's a professional. Are you kidding me? Maybe he's getting extra therapy to deal with the lunacy of his wife thinking he's cheating.
I don't know. By the sounds of it, I think that your doctor, your therapist might be a little shady, and I think your husband might be a little shady too.
Thank you, Candace. And I also want to say I have not accused my husband of anything, so no one knows that I'm having an issue. I've kept this to myself.
I have a feeling I won't be buying anybody dinner anytime soon.
Okay.
So
Yeah, right.
let's take a quick break. When we come back, Candace will portray a travel agent and call your husband Max and tell him he won a trip to Las Vegas. We'll see who he wants to take. Does he want to take his wife, Sierra, you, or does he want to take, as you think, his therapist? All right. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's not what a professional therapist does.
You're just
never know.
rubbing salt in my wound.
Now I'm
Okay.
feeling bad. All right, let me shut up. We'll take a quick break. Back in about 3.5 minutes. We'll call Sierra's husband, Max, next.
You're listening to Cheetah's Hotel.
Cheaters Hotel with Candace K and Double J in the morning on Power 104.3.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cheaters Hotel with Candace K and Double J in the morning.
You're listening to Cheetah's Hotel.
Here's a quick recap for you with what's going on this morning on Cheaters Hotel. Sierra got in touch with us because she thinks her husband, Max, is cheating with her therapist of all people. That's what I said too. A therapist? Okay, fine. So Candace is getting ready to call Max, tell him he won a trip to Vegas. He really didn't want a trip, but we're going to see if he wants to take his wife, Sierra, to Vegas, or if he wants to take the therapist or somebody else. By the way, I don't think he's going to take anybody but his wife. If he is cheating on his wife, then I already promised Sierra here I would buy her dinner at her choice of the restaurant because it's so ludicrous. Hello?
Aloha, is this Max?
Yeah.
My name is Sharon. I work with a travel agency here in town called Aloha Vegas Getaways. Just calling you to let you know that your name has been drawn as one of our weekly weekend getaways to Vegas. Your friend recently took a trip with us and signed you up for the giveaway, and congratulations, it's your big day. You're this week's winner.
Whoa, okay. I won something? Seriously?
Yeah, and
Never
it's a
happened.
really big prize too. Let me explain to you what you want, okay?
Okay.
2 round-trip tickets to Las Vegas, 2-night stay in the MGM Grand's 1,300 square foot parlor suites, and then we're also going to throw in some custom-made robes for you and your guests, and food and gambling credits.
Okay. This is a win-win, all right.
Yes.
What's the catch, though? Come on.
There's no catch at all. So there's no strings attached. I don't need a credit card. All I need is the name of your guest, and I can sign you guys up. You can take your vacation whenever you guys want.
Oof.
You have somebody in mind that you would want to take with you?
Yeah, this would be perfect timing. Yeah. All right. So, you want their name?
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Cindy.
Okay, Dr. Cindy. As an added touch, we like to leave a personalized card on the bed. I just need a quick message if you can think of something, and then we'll be all set to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. How about, I'm thankful for each one of our sessions. Keep up the great work. I don't know. Let's throw in a love max.
Okay.
Take a touch.
Let me just reread the note to you really quickly.
Okay.
So the note is going to say, I'm thankful for each and every one of our sessions. Keep up the great work. Love, Max.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
Just for research purposes, how long have you two been together?
We've only started seeing each other, it's like a month ago.
Okay.
Hey, Max.
Yeah?
Hey, Max, how are you? My name's Double J. You weren't just talking with Sharon at Aloha Vegas Getaways. You were actually talking with Candace. We do a radio show, Power 104.3. You're on Cheaters Hotel. You didn't really win a trip to Vegas.
What?
Yeah, no. Your wife, Sierra, she's on the phone. Sierra, say hi to your husband, Max.
Max, you motherfucking piece of shit.
I know how this looks, but it's not what you think, all right? I was just thanking her for, helping us. That's all. Not like that. I'm on the radio right now.
Max, you're on Cheaters Hotel.
With your wife. Hi, Max. So you want to thank her for helping our marriage by taking her to Vegas instead of your wife?
It was just, I'm giving her the gift. I'm not going. Please, I wouldn't do that.
Candace, reread the note that Max wanted to leave for Dr.
Right, okay. I'm thankful for each and every one of our sessions. Keep up the great work. Love, Max.
But
Right.
Love,
I'm
Max.
thanking her.
Oh.
let me explain something to you, Max. Before we called you, we had a discussion a little while ago with your wife. I bet your wife a very expensive bet that you were not cheating with your therapist because it's very ludicrous that someone would be cheating with their therapist. So please, Max, do me a favor and prove me right and explain to your wife why you are trying to take your therapist to Las Vegas.
Not trying to take my therapist to Vegas. It was a free trip. Can't I be altruistic, as they fucking call it? And who are you to be a fucking judge on my life, man? Who called you? I didn't call you.
Your wife called
me.
it. All right, you know what? Now I'm on your wife's side. Why would you take your therapist to Las Vegas and not your wife?
If you're cheating on her, just say it.
Yeah, come on, Max. You're not going to talk your way out of this.
Sierra, tell Max some of the things that you were telling us before.
Yeah, why don't you
Well-
tell me? Why don't you be an adult and talk to me directly, Sarah, instead of calling a freaking DJ and getting advice from him? Like he knows shit about our lives. Please. This is so childish.
Classic, Max. It's always my
No,
fault.
why don't you talk to me directly? I'm an adult.
Why don't I talk to you
like an
directly?
adult.
Because our marriage is falling apart. Because we had to go to therapy just to get you to open up. But the problem is you opened up to the wrong woman.
You freaking arranged it, all right? You wanted me to go, I go to therapy. Now you call a radio
My fault.
station and try and get some guy and girl on your side and make it look bad. Come on. This is crap.
In fairness, Max, I was actually on your side because I told your wife, honestly, I told your wife she's crazy.
She is.
He did. Yep. And he'll agree.
Well, I'm glad you
Because
realized
it's always
it, man.
my fault.
No.
10 years of this.
I did agree with you until you decided to take your therapist to Vegas and not your wife.
Wait,
now I don't
I'm
believe
not
you.
taking her to Vegas.
Yes, you were. Max, just tell us the truth. You have yet to tell the truth. Are you cheating on her or are you not? Yes or no?
Everyone's waiting.
Yeah, but it was only fucking twice, all right? It wasn't that good.
Wow. Okay.
It must have been pretty good if you went back for a second time.
Well, I had to make sure, you can't be certain. And she said that I'm better off without my wife. She says that she's crazy. And look at the way she's acting right now. She calls you two idiots. Please.
Max, you're banging your therapist?
Dude, why don't you get a fucking life, all right?
This is fascinating, Max. I feel like I don't even know who you are. But I will tell you one thing, my love. The man that I committed to in front of our family and God and our whole community. Your shit is on the curb tonight. It's over.
Yeah? Yeah? Out of the house that I fucking paid for and worked for? Yeah? That's
Good
how
luck.
you're going to play this?
Oh, my cousin's a lawyer. You're f***ed.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you expect me to sleep if you're putting my shit on the curb? Huh?
I don't know, dumbass. Go sleep with our therapist. I could give a shit where you sleep, Max. You've taken the sanctity of our marriage and just shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Double J and Candace, thank you very much for this service. I hope other women use it.
Hey,
I'm done.
You want me to take you to dinner now that this piece of garbage is cheating on you? Sorry, normally I wouldn't do that, but screw this guy.
See? Yeah, look at who you're fucking working with here.
Double J, it would be my great pleasure to enjoy a lobster dinner with you to celebrate
There you
my
go.
daughter.
Can I come too?
Candace, you stay out of this.
Absolutely.
Why? I just want to get some
I
free
want her
food.
there.
All right, if you children are done, I'm going to go back to work. Thank you.
Working out your therapist or?
F*** you, Candace.
You're listening to Cheetah's Hotel.